Good morning. It's still morning. I was about to say good afternoon, but let's leave that to next speakers. So I'm really excited today here, standing here to tell you about the company that provides technology, networking technology for cities and buildings to become a smart. So it is evident that every city and buildings need to be connected somehow in those services that they are providing for us, you and me, as a kind of citizen, inhabitants, for the services that we are using through our mobile phones, tablets, laptops, etc. So the question is, how do we define or justify what is smart and what is not? Because it's a very personal thing. Because it's all about the experience. How do we experience the service? Is it good for us? Does it fulfill the needs, what we are looking for? Does it work as we expected or not? So it's an experience. So my topic here is the experiences at the edge. So one can think that and question that, okay, what is the edge, where it is? Is it some kind of special place, or is it a physical boundary that we have to go to in order to get those services? We can say that yes and no. But actually the edge is where we are, where we work, where we study, where we go, where we visit it. That's the place where these experiences come smart and digital. And also that's the place where the physical world and digital world becomes together. So there's many areas where we see that things happening. The smart digital workplace, which would be my kind of a approach for my presentation today, and I'm going to dig down a little bit deeper on that specific area. But anyway, the smart digital workplace, what does it mean for us? Because actually we are spending quite long time at work. Sometimes we are spending our times more than we are spending at home. So the workplace needs to be also in a way that kind of it inspires us to spend our time there, rather than waiting the upcoming Friday and waiting that, okay, we can get back home, our kind of a temple of tranquility. Also the learning environment, the digital schools, all the technology that supports our kids to learn things better and more efficient way. It also teaches them that in the future, when they are becoming an age that they come into their work life, they have a certain expectation for the workplace where they are going. It has to be able to provide the kind of same experiences that they had learned at the school in the digital learning environment. My favorite is smart digital stores. Friday evening, after the hard day at work, I'm driving at home. My wife called me, honey, could you please go to the shop and buy some stuff for us, for the fridge? And I'm pretty okay, yeah, I will do that. And I decided to go to the nearest shopping mall, which I was driving by bus. And I went there, parked my car, trying to find the grocery store. Where it is, I have no idea. What would be the better that I have a kind of a service that shows me the map and, okay, grocery store, here it is. Then I can find the place and I start wondering, okay, where are those items that I need to buy? I have no clue. I haven't been here before. Just start walking between the shelves. What would be the better than if my wife could send me a shopping list into my mobile phone, and by using that shopping list, I start navigating inside the grocery store and it helps me to guide between the self just into the right places where the items are, and I can pick it up into my basket. And along the way, when I'm going to the cashier, I got the notification that, hey, because you bought this amount of stuff, we have a special offer for you. There's a 6-pack and discounted for you just for today. Of course, I grab it. Go back to the cashier, paid, and drive back home. Very, very easy. Smart digital hotels, yes, that's what we see. Also, that digital transformation is ongoing. We can, in the future, just walk into the hotel room. We don't need to go to the registration desk because they already know that I'm coming in. They send me a message, where is your room? And I go there, I can open the locks, etc. And I have all the things that I need for a very comfortable staying at the hotel side. And not speaking of the digital hospital. And like Pia said, that we are the happiest nation in the world. And that requires that we have very good experiences. So the patient experiences is something that need to be good to make us happy. So what we're seeing around us is that the real estate is under huge digital transformation. It's very easy to see around us that we can see these kind of smart workplace projects comes up in many places. And also at the same time, a flexible space providers come up. They can build spaces that can adapt our requirements, providing a good space for our needs, whether it's a workplace or places for having some other purposes. Also, we are reinventing the workplace. There are a couple of drivers that drives us to do that. Of course, that creates also ways to do business innovations, to provide new services in those smart workplaces. At the same time, we need to be very attractive to get new people in our companies to be work with. These new millennials, they don't want to come into the offices that there's gray cubes, desks, and they are put it in place and say, okay, this is your workplace, this is your PC, here is your job, start doing it. No, they want to have a freedom to able to work wherever they want, whenever they want, and with using whatever device they want. And it's all about, once again, the user experience. So the trends that drives also there is that when we're building a headquarters, we have also a remote sites. Those needs to be connected in a way that the same experience is available in our headquarters or in a satellite office. There's a couple of challenges that I have been faced many times when I'm going to our office or our remote sites. I need to book my meeting room very easily. It's not that easy often. And I want to know what rooms are available, which are not, and when they are becoming available. And one thing is that there might be rooms which are not available, but there is nobody. It's free. So that's a kind of a criminal act in a workplace, that you book a room, but you don't use it, and we don't know that. So how do we kind of address those challenges? There are a couple of things to do. Is how do we engage? How do we treat the visitors and employees when they come in? How they get notified of the services they have? How do we use the kind of location as an advantage and a benefit to provide those same services, to help them out to navigate in a space? And how do we analyze the data that we can collect? How the spaces are utilized, what are empty, what are not, because every square meter, it has a cost, so it's very expensive. So we have to be able to measure that and analyze and optimize the usage of the space. So the location services that are today available can be used in many ways, but it kind of builds up a end-to-end experience, starting at when we come into the office. How do we analyze the space utilization? And we can engage and give the ability to connect to the Wi-Fi technology. And we can also send a kind of information about the services that are available in the building and the office environment. We can help them to navigate through the campus area, where are the spaces, location, meeting rooms, etc., to save time. And of course, to improve the productivity for the staffing, to using, for example, asset tracking if you have a mobile screens or whiteboards that you share across your friends, where they are, how should I get those equipments to me. So I would like to show you a live example as a use case, what we have done at our headquarters at Santa Clara. It's a fully digital workplace and kind of underlines those statements that I just told you. So let's look at the video.
We're Aruba. What we're known for is connecting people, right? We're a networking company.
What we're really trying to do is create a digital modern workplace. Everything mobile, phones, laptops, tablets, devices, and things that require a connection. We just enable that mobility. Things that are usable anywhere on the campus, inside and outside. So here at Aruba, as a guest comes in, they simply sign in with their name, their company, who they're here to see. You always have to be concerned about both physical and network security for your visitors. Aruba technology generates internet access codes, which is automated. We give them easy, almost frictionless access to guest internet. We print out nice, bright orange visitor badges. My visitor checks in, she gets online, and I'm actually notified that she's here, all in one smooth step. It's almost a concierge level experience. Hi, April. Come on in.
We have over 1,000 employees here, about 140 conference rooms. Every conference room has an iPad outside, so you can actually book a conference room from that. Or you could actually use one of our space reservation tools and book any room in a building. So for instance, if I want to find Serena Williams' conference room, I can search it and it shows that it's available or not and how long it's available for. And then I can go ahead and book it right from this app. Before the meeting ends, the light flickers.
So you've got 5 more minutes.
So maybe wrap your discussion up, take your notes and get out so the next person can come in. You can even find desks that are available.
Take you over here and check you out.
You can actually book a desk for a period of time if you want to change the scenery.
I currently work in the help desk, and the constant question I get is, where can I find this or where can I find that? For example, Greg is a new transfer to this location. He needs to find a digital whiteboard. The campus app is also a great feature that we have within Aruba. You're able to locate assets just by a click of a button. I'm gonna look for the digital whiteboard for him. Now I need to locate Greg. And wait. Oh, there you go. He's right there. Greg?
I don't have a permanent desk yet. There's so many amenities in this building that you can find an area, you can find a place for you and anyone you want to work with at any time. And thanks for that. So I could really work wherever, whenever I wanted to in this building. For example, if I had something to do and I didn't want to move from this spot, I could work right here. Or here. Or I can work here. Or here. Cheers.
There's a lot of focus right now around having the right space. Spaces are becoming increasingly more dynamic. We're bringing in things like these foam pods here, which we found that our end users really like. We're gonna be rolling out more of these in some of our other spaces.
We're about 4 into our new Portland office.
This happens to be what real estate uses. We're putting one here in these 4 corners. It would save exit.
Yeah.
And then basically voila, it's done.
Oh, that's it?
It's done.
It should just show up on the map then, right?
Yeah,
Let's see.
within Meridian. And
There it
you
is.
go.
Yeah, there it is. Wow.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Now, if you know our friend Greg, who's a new arrival, actually likes to be next to those foam pods. So here's actually an open space. If I were to just assign, or real estate were to assign Greg Once again, the updates will be automatic. If you click on that, you'll see he should be, you on the map, right next to the phone pod.
The soundscaping technology in this building is fantastic. Not only does it bring down that volume, but it also brings in environmental sounds like falling water or kind of peaceful things that make me feel a little more comfortable about being in the environment.
Booths, I mean, they're great. They're small, they're quiet. They can be a really great addition for us as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, something that we can do maybe a little later, or it's a great addition for all of these things.
The smart space is really a combination of design and function.
A digital modern workplace. Open spaces, different ways of seating, different ways of working. We help to enable that mobile-first way of life.
So that's what we have done. This is a real technology used in a daily basis. So that's the way how do we make things smart and makes us a bit happier and our life a bit easier. So thank you.